Hi, my name is Joyce Kelly, and I'm from the Garden Club of Mansfield. Today, I have two projects for you for the spring season. First, instead of just having a regular plant, just gonna spruce it up. Something simple and, I hate to say it, but cheap. Okay, just get a basket. This is just a little plastic basket, or you can get any kind of a bowl that was the same size, same height as your plant. Just take it, pop it in. I don't want this shown, so I'm just going to cut off the extra. I'm leaving the sleeve on because when I water this, I don't want it leaking. Okay, so now, this is Spanish moss. You can either get it green or you can get it like that gray tan color. I like the green because it looks more like grass and it looks more natural. So you can just take some of this. You can cut it, but I prefer to rip it. It's very, very messy. And then you can just spread it out. And then you just put it right around the plant. You want to cover, make sure you cover, the basket, the pot that it's in to make it look nicer. If you have some then you can just kind of give it a little haircut if you don't want anything hanging off. Okay. If you want to make it springier, you can add a couple of, little eggs. And then you have, I'm going to put those in the front. I'm going to move this. Make sure you have the space in the front. Oops. There you go. Just put these in. And then you have a centerpiece, a little gift for someone if you're going to someone's house. I also want to tell you, when you pick a plant, like a spring plant, like hyacinths, tulips, lilies, don't get something that's in full bloom because that means it's not going to last that long. I like to get something that may have a little bit open, but most of it is closed. This way you can watch it bloom and it will last you so much longer. Okay. Second, I forgot. I also want to show you how to make a bow. Okay. I think everyone needs to know how to make a bow. I personally like wired ribbon. Wired ribbon, you can use regular ribbon, but regular ribbon, once you make the bow, you can try to manipulate it, but it doesn't manipulate very well. Wired ribbon is just, you can get it thin, or you can get it thicker, or you can get it really thick. And it just has wire on the outside. So as you can see, you can just bend it and it stays. So how I start, I just cut it at an angle. You can also cut it like this. I fold it and then cut it up like this. So now you have this. You can go either way. You also have, I have wire, floral wire. I have floral tape. I lost my stick. I also have, this is a wired stick. But you don't have to get wire sticks if you just have a piece of stick at home, any kind of a thing you use. Okay, so first thing you do is you decide how long you want your tail. Make your tail, if you're not sure, make the tail longer because you can always cut it, but unfortunately you cannot add to it. So you pick however long you want your tail and you pinch and then you loop. Depends upon how big you want your bow, depends upon how loop. If you want a big bow, you can do it like this. I don't want a big bow, I'm making it smaller. You pinch and then twist, because as you can see, this is the right side, this is the wrong side. You do not want this showing. You pinch and twist, and then pinch and then twist, pinch and twist. You can make as many loops as you want. If you want it full, obviously you're going to put more. If you don't need it as full, you can do as less. I usually do 4 loops on each side. And then what I do, just to cover the wire, so I have 4 on this side, 4 on this side. And then once I do this last twist, I just wrap this one just around my finger. Just like that. Okay? And then you cut it. Like I said, cut it long, because you can't uncut it. Get a piece of wire. I stick the wire up over my finger, okay, like this. And then you put this through the back. Before I twist it, I make sure that the tails are going in the right direction and are facing down. Okay. Then I put my thumb in the hole, and you, as tight as you can, and then just twist it, and twist it, and twist it. Okay. Now you have your bow. If you're going to put it in a plant, I get the ribbon, the wire. I'm just going to make this is too long. I'm just going to cut that off. This has a wire on it. Or if you don't have wire, you just wrap it around. And then you wrap this. And then if you have the wired stuff, you just wrap this around. I like to make it look clean. So you don't have to, you can be done with it right there. And then if you just want to twist it up to make it so it's tight. I like to make it look clean, so I get the floral wire, the floral tape. And the way you use floral tape is not regular tape. You don't just put it on. You put it on the thing, and to make it so it sticks, you have to pull. So you just, if you can see the color, this is dark. If you pull it, it gets lighter. So you just pull and twist. Pull and twist. Oops, it's stuck on the thing. Okay, and I just glue this down till I cover up all the wire, and then you just rip it. You don't need scissors. Now my bow is done. Now I'm just gonna adjust. I like to spread them out. The nice thing with wired ribbon is you can make sure this is a nice loop. Okay, and there you have your bow. I'm just gonna fix this one like the other, so they're the same. Okay. If the stick is too big to put in your plant, then you can just cut the stick off. I'm just going to cut it off because I have a feeling it's not going to be the right size. So you can just cut that off, and then you can just break it. Okay. And then you can stick that. And then you can adjust it again if you'd like to make it, and there you go. And I just want to tell you, I know this isn't smell-o-vision, but this plant smells fabulous. Okay, so there you have your little spring centerpiece or a gift, whatever you want to do. Okay, now, second thing is if you want a centerpiece for your table, or once again for a thing, this is just a regular wooden box. You can get anything if you want, any kind of a container. If you're gonna do, these plants that I'm using in these do not have liners. So if you want, you could line it with tin foil or with like double up on plastic wrap, just so that you can water it in here and not get the inside of this wet, because then you could use this for many different seasons or holidays or whatever you want to do. Okay, so I got this. I went to a store, a big department store. I'm not going to mention any names. And I got these for $1. Okay, and like I said, once again, I got stuff that was not open. And then you just put these in. I take you can, if you want to if you're going to give it as a gift, and if you want to leave the tag in, you can leave the tag, as this says, I love sun, because in the fall you can plant these, and these will come back. So you just put these in. This is a mini daffodil. And I just want to tell you, I bought this yesterday, and this was totally closed. So, you know, once this is passed, I'll just go get another one and just replace it. So you can just put this in here, okay? Then, get some more of this messy stuff. And we can just wrap it around. This, you just kind of stick it in to make sure so it holds on better. And this does not go bad unless it gets wet, like it really wet. So you could actually, like when these plants are gone, you can actually just save this stuff and use it again. Just fill this all up. Like I said, I like to cover like all the dirt, so it looks like it's like a little somebody's yard. Okay, we can just plant that in there. Okay. Okay, and then go by, give it a little haircut. You know, if you want to leave the extra stuff out, that's fine too, because I said it's yours. You can whatever you like. I'll throw in a couple of little eggs or any kind of other decoration you want to put in there. Now for this one, I'm not going to make a bow. I'm just going to use this same ribbon. And I'm just going to do this way. Let me just move this out of the way so you can see. You just measure. And like I said, as always, always make it longer. And then I'm just going to put this on and just tie a square knot. A square knot, for those of you who work Girl Scouts, left over, right, and under. So you make sure that this one is facing up, is straight up. And then left over, right, and through. So this way you have a nice, make sure before you tighten it, make sure you have the right side out. Okay? And then you can just cut and cut. There you go. And like I said, anything you want to put in here, it's good. You can keep it for yourself, use it for a centerpiece, give it as a gift. And now we have two things that are cheap and easy. So, gifts on a budget. So, thank you. Have a lovely spring. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.